meeting for the month of January. We'll begin with our pledge to the flag, and I ask Councilman Hand to lead us in that pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Councilman. Let the records reflect all council people are present and accounted for with the exception of Councilman Haynes. His absence is excused for the evening. With that, we're going to move into our approval of the minutes. These are for the December 8th and December 13th regular meetings. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to
And
second.
a second, please. All right. Is there any discussion on the minutes as they've been presented to you this evening? All right, hearing none on the motion to approve from Councilwoman Foster and the second from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti. All in favor of approving the December 8th and December 13th minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. I'll now ask of the council if they have any conflicts of interest on anything presented on the agenda this evening.
No, sir.
No.
Very good. Up for adoption this evening, we have Resolution 2022-01. This is our monthly water allocation, this being for the month of January. Do we have the updated figures corrected in our packets? They are corrected. Mayor Pro Tem, are they correct to your satisfaction?
Yes, sir. So I'll make a motion to approve as corrected.
Very good. Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
And any discussion? All right, with a motion to approve as amended from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti and the second from Councilwoman Fuller, all in favor of approving Resolution 2022-01, the water allocation for January, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. Mr. Wieprecht, do you have any updates for us this evening from your report?
Sure, just a quick follow-up on the well 16 pump. There were questions about the longevity of that. The pump motor had actually been replaced in 2019. And this time the pump bowls were replaced as well. Those were original to the original pump. The problem this last month, though, was an electrical surge that damaged control panel components as well as the motor. So it's not really a normal wear and tear situation.
Right. Do we have any protection in place now to prevent this in the future?
We don't know the exact cause of it.
Right.
So I'm sure we can look into that with Public Works to see if there's any additional safeguards that can be put in place. But as far as longevity, the motor had run its course a couple years ago and we had just replaced it. But unfortunately with the surge, now we replaced it yet again.
Okay. Well, if we can look at ways to kind of harden that system, I think that could be beneficial to us, of course, if the cost makes sense in that way. Even if it's a single-use suppressor that can prevent it. Anything to help harden, because what I hate to have happen is if we have all of our wells unprotected and we get one surge that blows out half of our wells, we're going to be in bad condition there.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else from you, Mr. Wieprecht?
No, sir.
Very good. Is there any question from the council on the city manager report and update or the departmental reports? All right. Hearing none, I see Mr. Gullo has joined us virtually. Do you have anything for us from your legal report, Mr. Gullo?
Good evening, everybody. I do not have anything more to discuss. We're going to plan for the Sewell annexation hearing in April if you don't have any objections.
Colors, styles, you had.
Okay. I believe I understood he has nothing new to report to us.
Yeah, I guess did you not hear me very well there? Basically, I said nothing new, and the hearing for Sewell's will be planned for April.
For April, okay. All right, are there any questions for the city attorney on his report? All right, hearing none. Thank you, Mr. Gullo. All right, under old business, we're going to use this opportunity to look at our February calendars, figure out what Saturday you want to spend with the rest of us. And that will be for the purpose of holding a special retreat workshop session, however you want to refer to it, to discuss two topics. First being a proposed overhaul of the community village ordinance, and second, to discuss the ARPA funding, our options and our plans accordingly. There are 4 Saturdays in February, the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. I'll take any possibilities. Who wants to speak up?
I would like to not do it on the 19th, but the other 3 are doable.
All right, 19th is not happening.
I'm available for any 4.
You're available any of them? Okay.
I can make any of them work.
You're good with any?
Any.
Any? Jim, you're good? Let's do the 5th, because the 12th is Valentine's Day weekend. I don't want to take you off from your significant others for that. So we're gonna put that down. Madam Clerk, does that give us sufficient time to advertise the special meeting?
It does.
Thank you. We're going to shoot for 9 a.m. It will run until we're finished.
So I'll put in 8 hours.
We're going to make you earn that check this month. All right, everything is satisfactory. Moving on, don't forget, study up on it. I believe there's also been some finalization of ARPA rules. Do we have anything we can share with members of the council on that? Not yet?
Not at this point.
Okay. You'll learn all about that on that date then. February 5th. The format of the meeting will be such, it will take place in public. There will not be opportunity for public comment during that workshop, but the public is able to observe and contact us afterwards with their questions. Moving into our new business, we have our monthly financial report, and I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
And do I have a second, please?
Second.
Any comments or questions on the monthly financial report? All right, hearing no further discussion, on the motion from Councilwoman Fuller and the second from Councilwoman Foster for the monthly financial report, all in favor of approving signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. I'm going to ask the same for the accounts payables. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved?
And a second, please.
Second?
All right, is there any discussion on the accounts payables as they've been presented to you? All right, hearing no further discussion, on the motion to approve from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti and the second from Councilman Hand to approve the accounts payables, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. All right. Next, we have 2 bid awards that they are requesting, the first of which is the Meadowbrook Sewer Interceptor Replacement Project. On the memo from Brian Lubenow, the city engineer from CDM Smith, their recommendation is that this be awarded to Stanballs Incorporated of Union Bridge in the amount of $190,841. If anyone sees fit, please make a motion and specify your motion.
Make a motion to approve Stanball for the Meadowbrook Interceptor replacement at $190,841.
Very good. I have a motion. Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Very good. Any discussion, questions, concerns, general inquiries? All right, if that is satisfactory, we have the motion from Councilwoman Fuller and a second from Councilwoman Foster to award the bid for Meadowbrook Sewer Interceptor Replacement to Stanballs Incorporated at a bid price of $190,841. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. Next, award of bid for the sewer cleaning and televising. I do wish to clarify, Mr. Wieprecht, is this for a one-year contract?
This is for the identified terracotta pipe. No specific time frame.
Okay. It's until project is complete?
Yes.
Okay, very good. The recommendation from Brian Lubenow from CDM Smith and city staff is that this be awarded to Utility Services Group Incorporated at a bid price of $71,160. If anyone finds that satisfactory, please specify a motion for me.
Motion to approve the 2022 sewer cleaning and televising to Utility Services Group for the bid of $71,160.
Very good. And we have a second from over here. Any questions? All right, on the motion to award the bid from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti and a second from Councilwoman Foster to award sewer cleaning and televising to Utility Services Group Incorporated at the bid price of $71,160. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Very good. And one final item that I added for the evening, Mr. Jim LaFavor has resigned from the Planning Commission effective last week. Therefore, I do have a nomination. What I do request is I want to make Chris Miller, who is currently an alternate, to be a full voting member of the Planning Commission. And I would like to nominate Mr. Dan Myers as the alternate to the Planning Commission. If that is acceptable, I'll entertain a motion.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor. Do you want are we doing these separately or are we doing them at the same time?
No, I'm simply informing you of how I'm shuffling them around. I just need the approval for the nomination of Dan Myers.
Okay.
May I inquire, I'm not familiar with Dan Myers, any experience or involvement or background or?
I can tell you that he came on recommendation from the chair. He has a background in mechanical engineering from the University of Maryland. He has lived in Taneytown for a couple decades, I believe. I did have our planning administrator contact him, speak with him, get some ideas and, what he's like, and he gave me a good review of it, so therefore I'm satisfied with it. I believe he is a member of the Taneytown Volunteer Fire Company, chief of staff for a company in York. Yeah, he has a pretty impressive background, so I'm pleased with him so far. We'll see how he does.
You're looking for a motion to have him become alternate.
A motion to confirm the nomination, to become the alternate, yes.
I move to confirm Dan Myers as the alternate for the Planning Commission.
Very good. Do I have a second, please?
Second?
All right, any questions? All right, on the motion to approve my nomination of appointing Dan Myers to the Planning Commission, this will be in the alternate capacity, from Councilman Hand and a second from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. I will follow up with that I am very excited that I'm seeing a lot of interest in serving on boards and commissions right now, which is great. I have a pretty good pile of people interested. I just don't have that many openings. I think as you're going to start seeing kind of Main Street 2.0 running up, you're probably going to see some opportunities to get some people involved again. So that's a good thing. I'd rather have too many people interested than not enough. With that, we're going to go into our council member reports. I'm going to begin with Councilwoman Foster. Do you have anything for us this evening?
Yes, I will be joining as a member the Habitat for Humanity Family Selection Committee, Family Selection and Support Committee. Their first Zoom meeting of the year will take place on Thursday morning. And that's it.
Very good.
Just
Yes.
want- As you know, Taneytown has already been selected for a build here.
Yes.
They expect to start that as soon as possible this year. So I'm happy to be able to be a part of this selection committee for future families.
I'm excited that you have the opportunity to do so. We get to kind of have a say in that. So that's, I believe that's property on East Baltimore Street. Is that
Yes.
correct? Very
It's to
good.
be a duplex. It's
Excellent.
actually 2 homes.
All right.
And that's it.
Thank you very much. And Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti, go ahead, sir.
I have the departmental report for the police for December 2021. As the year was winding down, there were only 2 items of note in the training and education area of the report. Police Administrator Assistant Haley Angles completed the MPCTC Dealing with Conflict Through Verbal De-Escalation webinar, a webinar which took 3 hours. Senior Patrol Officer Sacadalis completed the FLETC Active Shooter Threat Instructor Training Program, which took 40 hours. As far as the departmental report itself, the total number of dispatched or generated calls for service were 382. The total number of citations issued were 61. The total number of warnings issued were 18. The total number of adult arrests were 14. And the total number of juvenile arrests were 4. In the awards and promotions area of the report, Officers Leaks, DeLospedale, and Chesney completed their probationary periods with the department and were promoted to the rank of Patrolman First Class. With respect to community outreach, the department was very happy to participate in the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony that took place in Memorial Park. It's always a very festive event and a great way to interact with the citizens that they serve. This year's Pack the Police Car event that took place at Kenny's Market was another great community outreach opportunity for the department. As always, the citizens of the fine city came through with an overwhelming amount of donations which went to Brian's Safe House. A huge thank you goes out to everyone who donated and helped to brighten someone's holiday season, and we look forward to doing this again next year. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Fuller, do you have anything for us this evening?
Okay, my nice and short. Our January 12th meeting has been canceled. We really don't have a lot going on during the winter time. So the next meeting will be February 16th. I think the only other thing that we didn't finish up for the end of the year was the decorating contest throughout the city. They did post the winners. We had 27 people enter, but as I was out looking around, there were many, many, many more that had decorated their homes. So the neighborhoods looked fantastic, and it was really enjoyable being able to go out and look at them. I think that's probably good for me tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Councilman Hand, do you have anything for us?
Most recent planning commission meeting was last week on Tuesday, the 4th. And the majority of the meeting, there were 2 requests or 2 items that'll go before the BZA. One was for a single-family semi-detached dwelling to be built on Ridge Avenue. That received a favorable or a thumbs up as it goes to the BZA. And the other item was for a special exception for a small business on Morning Frost Street, and that also received a favorable recommendation after looking at ingress, egress, and all those items. And that was it.
All right, thank you very much. I'd like to remind everybody that the Taneytown Business Breakfast will be taking place this Friday morning, bright and early at 7:30, I think that sounds close to right. $10 at the door gets you a nice breakfast. I believe the speaker's coming from the State Economic Development Office. Great time to network, to meet people.
Good bacon.
Good bacon. On New Year's Eve, I was able to go over to Union Bridge. If you're not aware, this is Union Bridge's 150th year. So they kicked it off with a bang. They had a big New Year's Eve celebration. They had a big ornament that they kind of raised up as it came to midnight. And businesses opened late. I think all of them might have been open till 10 o'clock. They had arcade games there for kids to play. It was a very enjoyable evening. On December 18th, we did have Wreaths Across America here in Taneytown, actually just outside of town on Old Taneytown Road. It was not the coldest morning we've seen it, but it was a very enjoyable experience, very somber moment, well attended and well organized. I'd like to thank Stephanie Myers for kind of emceeing and heading it up for Taneytown this year. Babylon Vault for putting it together countywide. And my understanding is that next year it will expand to a second cemetery in the city. And hopefully we see more of that as the years go on. This Wednesday is the legislative opening for the state of Maryland. You'll have all of the senators and delegates convening in Annapolis for the next 3 months. There are several hot topics that they're discussing, from redistricting to climate change to police reform to anything else they can come up with in the meantime. With that, I will be attending legislative committee meetings every Wednesday for probably the next 3 months down in Annapolis as well. So as we have those meetings, I hope to keep you all kind of apprised on what's happening down in Annapolis this year. I did just learn this evening that unfortunately the MML reception Wednesday night has been canceled. So that's always a fun event, and sorry it's not happening. What else do we have coming up? Not a whole lot. Lots of bid openings coming up on my schedule, but with that, I don't believe I have anything else for you. So if there's nothing more, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second?
Very good. Motion to adjourn from Councilwoman Fuller, second from Mayor Pro Tem Vigliotti. All in favor of adjourning for the evening signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. We are out of here. Thank you all.